So when you first get a Tesla, you're really excited and you're driving it around and you're actually more concerned about how fun it is. But then when you start to take things out of your pocket because you realize they're annoying and then place those things in areas of the car, you realize one thing: you're lacking storage. So I would say anything you can do to upgrade your storage in your car is going to be beneficial for you, especially if you're taking long trips. There are some really cool aftermarket products that I find necessary for travels and just day-to-day driving as well. So this little rubber mat here normally comes in the car, but they have these little slider rails, and I always wondered, like, why don't they make something that allows me to have some more top storage? Not really a way to store that in here, because it's just gonna hit either way. Part of the problem is you can't have anything too tall because it needs to be able to clear this here. So, but it still makes for really good storage for smaller things that will fit. So you can always lay this down flat. That could potentially work. That works. See? And then just close that back up. There are times I want to set my phone down somewhere, but not in my cup holder, because obviously I want to use my cup holder for cups, but I can just I wish there was more storage here. And this is supposed to be the solution for that. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Push this lever forward, open it up. This is a piece of rubber, so you want to keep this closed. This is mounting right there, just like that. It latched right in place, really easy, and maybe too easy. Let me make sure I got this closed all the way. Okay, that is now latched in place. It doesn't flop around. It's actually really sturdy. I really like this. It doesn't move. All you see is this little handle here, and that doesn't bother me at all. In fact, it kind of looks natural with the car. What I also want to show you is the back part of this design here. This is it. You can see it opening, doesn't rub or touch the screen, and right here is where it clips into place. It opens up really easy. It's got this cool rubber mat to set stuff on, and you can set your phones in here and they won't slide around during travel. And then there's also this really cool design where it's got just the handle that protrudes out here underneath the screen. Everything else is tucked away nice and neat, and you don't even realize that it's really there. This is just space that was never used before, that you can now utilize as extra storage. I have not gotten these windows tinted yet, and I need to do that. But sunshades, man, I've got this one here from Pigeon, and it's really good. I'm going to link that in the description. But there's also a link I'm going to put in the description for some top window sunshades. Those have been working really well. Right now, it's not too terribly hot in Bakersfield, California. We're seeing a high of 84 today. But typically in the summer, it's about 110, 115 degrees. And that sun is just beating down in the car, especially on like trips and stuff, or when the car is parked long term. Makes it kind of warm in here, so those are essential. Spurtar sunshades, and they're black, solid black on this side that is facing in the car, but on the outside you won't be able to see it from the top of the vehicle because of the window tinting. But let me try to bring this down. You can see right there this reflective material that's on here, which pushes a lot of the sun out. And these are really easy to install. It comes with a lot of these clips here, I think 8 of them. And all you do is, once you kind of get this up in place, you might need someone to help you out while you're initially installing this thing, because it can get tricky to hold this up. But maybe once you get the first couple in, it's really easy. So all you do is you slide these up like this, and then you're going to push that up like that, and then it's going to feel weird in some spots because they are tight. It's kind of tight here, but you basically push that into place like that. And some of them you have to push in and you'll hear them click. But this one here, I'm going to take another one and put it up on this side, and it's going to do the same thing. You just push it up over here and hold it into place. And so that holds your screen into place. You can see I've got one here. I've got 2 in the back. and then one on this side and one on this side, and that holds this up. I'm just gonna show you all in one shot here how easy it is to pull these off. Okay, it's already starting to fall down. I wanted to pull this off for the winter time anyways. We're not getting a lot of sun right now, and so that one just came off on this side. It just slid out. And let me open this car up because now I'm stuck in here. So now that I've got that taken off, you can see the reflective side here, which reflects a lot of the sun out. And this is the side that faces down in your car, and this faces up. Let me see if I can get these installed. Like, the biggest question is, how do you fold these up? And I know you just gotta twist it a little bit. It seems difficult. You just kind of twist it, play with it. It'll bend and look something like this. And you just put it away in its bag. It zips up nice and neat. I think we are way overwatering this grass if this is what the lawnmower is doing. I would also say that maintenance is pretty important for your Tesla, and one thing that you can do as a Tesla owner is make sure that you have the tools that you need and or a mechanic or technician that they'll need so that you can keep your car running tip-top shape. So one thing that I would recommend for that is these here are these jack pads. Now people laugh when I talk about these, and other people laugh when, you know, non-Tesla drivers laugh when they say, oh, you need jack pads to jack your car up. Whatever, man. You know, there's all kinds of other things. You need an oil filter wrench to change your oil filter. So we don't. I mean, there's just different things for car maintenance that you need, and these are some of the essentials. So if you just look under the vehicle, you can see that's where these jack pads go, and they just kind of push up in there like that. Keep pushing until they fit snug, and that O-ring, that bushing, just kind of keeps them there, and then holds them in place, so you can roll a jack under here and then set the jack stand under this and start to lift the hydraulic jack, so you can start to lift the vehicle up. So that's really cool. It comes with 4 of them just in case you need to put this thing on a lift. Put one on each side, front and back, and then to pull them off, you just kind of pull them out. They'll be a little bit harder actually to take out after it's been in the shop, but usually you just keep these in the car. Most places that work on Teslas or places that change tires out for Teslas will know that they need these, hopefully. But that's it, guys. That wraps it up. Those are the things that I found essential. There are 2 more things I am going to personally invest in the near future, and one is a tire inflator. There is no spare tire on a Tesla, so I am going to get some sort of inflation device. I've got my eyes on one. I'll link that in the description. And then I think my next run for my money is going to be run flat tires. Once I need new tires, I'm going to put run flat tires on there. That way, if I do have some sort of blowout or something, I can at least drive to the nearest tire shop and get that taken care of. I had those on an old BMW, and I really loved those and appreciated them because that happened to me on a road trip. So that saved me. But I also have towing up to 100 miles with AAA, so that's not that major of a deal. But I like the idea of run flats, having used them in the past. They're somewhat of a necessity if you can afford them. They're a couple $100 more for the set, but it's worth it for me. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helps you make some decisions. As always, like this video. It helps other people get help if they need it, if they find this helpful and useful. And you can subscribe to the channel, follow more tips and tricks and vlogs that I'm going to be posting here in the near future. So I appreciate you guys, and thank you for watching.